सफीर पाकिस्तान, आपके जज्बों का तर्जुमान। वतन से दूर, वतन की आवाज और आपकी पहचान, सफीर पाकिस्तान।
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are here today, and usually I write like long intro and all that, and today my mind is so foggy, I don't even know what I'm going to say, but I will try my best to say whatever the best I can. So on behalf of HH, Helping Hearts, Caring Soul, I welcome all of you to our event tonight. And we are very, very thankful that all of you have made your effort, time, on this Saturday evening. I know Saturday evenings are very, very precious for everybody in California. There are multiple events going on, but you choose to be here today, and that really means a lot to all of us. So I really want to thank Anjum for encouraging us and our team here. I will call their names so they can rise and wave. Waqar Khan, of course, my husband, Abid Ahmed, Nasir Rao, Fawad Ismail. And with the help of all of you, especially our dear brother Sanabai, who always encourages us when it's a fundraiser. He never says no, he always tells us no, continue, because he knows it's a good cause. Fundraisers are a good cause. We're doing this for poor people, disabled people, people who are needy. They really need this support from their brothers and sisters in USA. So before I continue on, welcome again. I'd like to invite Mr. Mohsin Arshad, a very brilliant person and our dear, valuable member of Pakistan American Chamber of Commerce. By the way, this program is supported by Pakistan American Chamber of Commerce and OpTv Global. And there are other organizations, and I will take their names as we go along. Mohsin bhai, please come forward and recite a few verses from Holy Quran. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum everybody. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين ألهاكم التكاثر حتى زرتم المقابر كلا سوف تعلمون ثم كلا سوف تعلمون كلا لو تعلمون علم اليقين لترون الجحيم ثم لترونها عين اليقين ثم لتسألن يومئذ عن النعيم صدق الله العظيم. Thank you.
Jazakallah. Now I request all of you to please rise for the national anthem of Pakistan first and USA. Thank you. So before we continue, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of few people here. Our council member from Artesia City, Mr. Ali Sajjad Taj. As you all know, he is one of the first Pakistani elected council members. Then we have Mr. Assam Sheikh. He's running for council also, council member, right, from City of Torrance. Welcome, sir. We're really delighted to have you here. In addition, we have many members from many organizations. Before I go on, Dr. Razak Chaudhry, a valuable member of PTI. Razak Bhai, thank you. Sanabai, I already welcomed him. He wears many hats. I cannot even describe how many, but he does. Mr. Farooq Gayas, and there are many members from organizations like HDF, Dr. Yasmin Qasim, Shaheen Awan from Shaukat Khanum Memorial, members of PACC, members of Pakistan Art Council, and then there are others. As I remember, as I told you, my mind is really foggy, so it's not coming, but as it comes, I will keep mentioning their names. So I will not go into the details of helping Hearts Caring Souls because Anjum is going to do that. There are brochures and booklets on the table. You can review many things about it. It's a new organization but growing very rapidly and doing a wonderful work. Wonderful. And just briefly, Anjum, look at this beautiful woman. Anjum, get up and wave, please, so everybody knows who you are. And isn't she gorgeous? Anjum gave up her very, very busy life, very interesting, exciting life in Texas. 5-6 years ago, she just got tired and she said, hey, I don't want to go to parties, I don't want to wear dresses, I don't want to put makeup, I don't want to do my hair. I want to do something that will give me inner peace. And I wish we can do that. Hopefully I will join you soon, Anjum, because I'm getting tired of those parties and weddings and all that too. But inshallah, as we get time, and I know my friends here, they want to do the same thing. So she's doing this for humanitarian, and she's going to talk about her center when I call her up. So before that, I'd like to invite my husband, Waqar Ali Khan. You all know who he is. So he can come and say a few words about Anjum and his involvement with her and with this organization. So Waqar, please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. आज मेरे लिए बड़ा ये एक हिस्टोरिक डे है क्योंकि मेरा ताल्लुक मीडिया से है, ऑनलाइन मीडिया 40 years, 25 साल सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान को हो चुके हैं और डेफिनेटली सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान और अंजुम अनवर का एक ताल्लुक़ है और यही होता है कि जो प्रोड्यूसर होते हैं, डायरेक्टर्स होते हैं, वो प्रोड्यूस करते हैं, लोगों को लाते हैं और वो बहुत आगे निकल जाते हैं और नाम रोशन करते हैं अपने अदारों का, अपनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का. अंजुम इज़ वन ऑफ देम. ठीक है. और थोड़ा सा मैं डेफिनेटली हैव टू टेल दिस स्टोरी कि व्हेन सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान इज़ वन ऑफ द top brand in GeoTV. I served 14 years, mashallah. Okay, and those days it's a very big country. My traveling is tiring. I'm always in the plane, in the hotel, in the plane, in the hotel. You know, East Coast, West Coast, Michigan, Dallas, Detroit. So I asked one of my friends in Dallas, okay, I need some bureaus here. So he introduced two girls to me. One is Anjum Anwar, one is Nahid Rahil. Both are very active, aggressive, but you know, Rahil has a different mentality and different entertainment, all these things. Anjum has a different fikr or soch. So Anjum ने मुझे join किया as the bureau chief of Safir Pakistan, and then she started interviewing people, going event to event, you know, meeting people. That's where I met her, and she really played a very key role there. And she always very obedient too, you know. She picked me from the airport, dropped me to the hotel, where I want to go. It's kind of availability for me, very access. So after that, she told me that one day she wanted to be join Pakistan American Association of Dallas. So she's become a president. Then she wanted to build the Pakistan Center. So I introduced her Javed Anwar. Javed Anwar helped her out. And she did almost $250,000 is still in the bank for making the Pakistan Center. So that's her step by step. After that, she decided, she told me that I want to do something big in Pakistan. So she sold his all property, real estate. She left all this lavish life, good life, active life and went to Pakistan. And what area? Peshawar. Okay. And she joined one of the organizations which is help for the handicapped people, HHRD. And she always complained it's very tough to work in Pakistan, being a woman, meeting with the people, different kind of personalities, but she's tough, she's Pathan, वो डट गई मैदान में वहाँ पे, बोला I'll make it. So अंजुम अनवर ने बड़ा मेहनत से काम किया, बड़ी यानी कि हार्ड वर्क किया और हमेशा परेशान रहती थी कि कैसे होगा क्या होगा. मैंने देखा one day everything start with the garage store, with the garage from very small, from the bottom line से start होता है, लेकिन अगर आप साबित कदम रहीं तो आप बहुत आगे जा सकती हैं. अंजुम ने वाकई ये जो अदारा बनाया है, Helping Heart, Caring Soul, is really gone far away. Beyond my thinking, मुझे नहीं पता था इतनी जल्दी इतनी मेहनत से अंजुम इतने दूर तक इस अदारे को ले जाएगी. और डॉक्टर सना खान भी इसके विटनेस हैं और मैं भी विटनेस हूँ. मैं भी जा चुका हूँ पाकिस्तान और मेरी भी मुख्तलिफ़ लोगों से मुलाकात रहती है मुख्तलिफ़ शहरों में. और जैसे कि अभी फैसल जावेद आए, शिकागो गए, न्यूयॉर्क में थे वो, और DC में भी गए और आपका उन्होंने साथ दिया, आपके अदारे को विज़िट किया. तो मैं समझता हूँ ये काबिल तहसीन बात है कि हुकूमती अदारे भी, फिर जो आपके अवार्ड मिले, मुख्तलिफ़ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने आपको सपोर्ट किया, वो भी काबिल तहसीन बात है. तो अंजुम की जो ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है इस रियली काबिल तहसीन है. अच्छा, अब अंदाज़ा जब होता है आप कहते हैं जी ये मादूर लोग हैं, चल नहीं सकते हैं, हाथ नहीं ला सकते, बात नहीं कर सकते, ये अंदाज़ा जब हुआ, खैर मुझे तो अंदाज़ा हो चुका है कई बार क्योंकि फ़िज़िकल थेरापिस्ट से मेरी मीटिंग रहती है अक्सर, लेकिन जब मेरा खुद अपना एक्सीडेंट हुआ, सो आई एम टोटली हैंडीकैप. हालांकि मेरा एक हाथ ही फ्रैक्चर हुआ था और मेरे एंकल में चोट आई थी बहुत ज़बरदस्त किस्म की जो नाकाबिल बर्दाश्त थी, लेकिन मेरे तोते उड़ गए थे. ना मैं वॉक कर सकता था, ना मैं मूव कर सकता था, ना मैं खा सकता था, मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता था, मैं टोटली हैंडीकैप था. एंड आई एम रियली फॉर्चुनेट कि फातिमा की रिसेंटली रिटायरमेंट हुई थी, तो शी इज़ माई लाइक ए केयरिंग एड ऑल द टाइम. सना भाई नो दैट वेरी वेल. सो मुझे अंदाज़ा है कि वो लोग जो हैंडीकैप हैं, माजूर हैं, वो अपनी ज़िंदगी कैसे गुजारते हैं, अपने बच्चों का पेट कैसे पालते हैं. तो ये एक बात वाकई अंजुम, तुम बहुत ही एक नोबल काम कर रही हो. अल्लाह ताला तुमको तरक्की दे, इसमें हिम्मत दे. और मैं मुख्तलिफ़ NGO के साथ काम करता रहा हूँ, आपको पता ही है. तो इंशाल्लाह मैं तुम्हारी NGO के साथ काम करूँगा और तुम्हें मुख्तलिफ़ शहरों में भी इंट्रोड्यूस कराऊँगा इंशाल्लाह. अब फातिमा भी रिटायर हैं, वो भी आपके साथ होंगी. और मुझे खुशी है कि डॉक्टर सना, उनकी फैमिली, गयास साहब चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स के को चेयर जनाब ज़ुबैर राव साहब चैम्बर के बोर्ड यहाँ पे मौजूद हैं, साम शेख हैं जो काउंसिलमैन के हैं, और सबसे पहले मारूफ हमारे आर्टिस्ट जनाब एजाज साहब यहाँ पे मौजूद हैं और अपना टाइम निकाला. मैंने ही रेकमेंड किया जब फैसल जावेद का कैंसिलेशन हुई, बिकॉज इमरान टोल्ड दैट यू कैन गो, आई हैव अ प्रॉब्लम हियर. ओके, सो मैंने कहा अंजुम, get Aslam, okay? He's the right person for you, and he's in town. And thank you, you got him here. Okay, so Sana bhai, thank you very much for your presence here. Janab, हमारे mayor, first ever Pakistani mayor in Los Angeles, Mr. Sajjad Ali Taj. It's very difficult to defeat the Gouras here to become a mayor. Okay, and he was the general secretary of Pakistan American Chamber of Commerce, in my board, in my team. And when he dropped one of the dhol guy, the airport, and he gave him $40 tip. He thought that he is a driver. And he told that, Mr. Buddha, no, this is my job, this is my duty, okay, you keep this $40. And he, 2-time councilman, 2-time mayor, mashallah, and one day he's going to be the congressman too. तो इसके साथ ही मैं जा चाहूँगा. थैंक यू फातिमा मुझे कॉल करने का. खुदा हाफिज़.
So he broke all the records today. Thank you. Next, I would like to invite, we'll keep the speeches short, inshallah. And before I continue, as I said, I may forget some people and organization, and I'll remember or you remind me. MGYW Merit Grant for Young Women. Dr. Farhana Ahmed, she's been tirelessly working on this organization. I mean, I can't believe how long it has been. We've known you for many, many years. We did 50th Pakistan Day celebration with you, and that was 25 years ago, and we met you before that. And she's doing a great job. Her organization is doing a great job educating young women in Pakistan. So give them a big round of applause. Ejaz bhai, we do a lot of work here, just so that you know, all these people, you know, we have come here to this country. Everybody has very successful life, businessmen, businesswomen, professionals, but they take their time out and do things for Pakistan. And they do it with the bottom of their heart, with their love for Pakistan. So just when you get a chance, you'll get to meet a lot of people here. Next, I'd like to invite our council member, Mr. Ali Sajjad Taj, who will come forward and say a few words about Anjum and the organization.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Such a pleasure to be here to witness such a momentous occasion. First of all, thank you, Wakar Bhai, for your kind words for me, and not only myself, but also I will always tell him, you know, you're a person who always finds hira from somewhere. Aur tarashte hain usko. So give it up for Wakar Bhai here. And thank you so much, Fatma Bhabi and Wakar Bhai, both inviting me here. You know, charity does not have any boundaries. Charity starts from home, and charity does not start with giving out dollars or rupiah or whatever. It can start from, you know, just a simple thing by a smile. Hearing the inspiration story about Anjum, you know, it's absolutely very profound and amazing. Giving up everything and just, you know, going out there at a place where it is very difficult, at a place where it is really hard to work with institutions, and especially working with disabled children and educating them. It's absolutely profoundly amazing. And thank you, Anjum, for being such a great role model, not only for people here, but especially for women. So thank you. Let's give it up for Anjum. Sure. Take care. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know, this journey is amazing. All I would say is, you know, this is a fundraiser. Please open up your hearts. Please open up your wallets and really support an inspirational lady for an absolutely wonderful cause. She needs our support. She needs everything that we can give. And for us, it is important to give, you know, our money to her so that she can go back and really do amazing work that she's doing. It's not easy to fight with the certain institutions. Like I said, it's not easy to really work with disabled children, right? That's the one you're working with. So very, very difficult, and the environment that she's in. So thank you so much for having me at this time. Once again, thank you, Anjum, for all the great work that you do. I also want to introduce my very good friend, who is the Chief of Planning Commissioner in City of Torrance. He's also running for a City Council member in City of Torrance. He's worked really, really hard as well, and I wish him also all the very best. I know you will be a council member. You worked really hard, so please come up and say a few words. With that, thank you so much.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hopefully you guys can hear me. First of all, I want to thank you, Wakar, Zubair, everyone, to having me here. It's really an honor and pleasure to be here. It's a gratification to see Anjum involved in such a great, honorable cause. Thank you so much for doing that. Khidmat-e-Khalaq is one of the things, very difficult things. Sometimes it's really not very rewarding. You have to ask money, and it's not an easy job. Asking money is probably one of the most difficult jobs, but you have a big heart. And I want to really thank for doing that. This is an amazing, thank you for keeping doing that. And we are with you. We all know that we have heard so many times, Allah Ta'ala, He knows what's in our heart. Allah Ta'ala knows that we pray every day, but that's not enough. Allah Ta'ala will forgive you some of the things that you don't pray, but He will reward you forever for the things you do for humanity. And for you to take the step and lead the step, it's an amazing, incredible. And once again, thank you for doing this. We are with you. We are with your charity. We will have our hearts open for you and for your charity. And one of the main things that I'm honored for today is that I'm sitting next to you. I had no idea, but thanks for letting me sit next to the leader and the person who's making this all happen. Thank you again so much. Let's give it up for Anjum one more time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Sheikh. So if you are in the city of Torrance area, please support him. He's running for the upcoming election. Wish you all the best. Next, I'd like to invite none other than our hero, Dr. Sana Khan. So, because now he's got a new designation. And he'll speak a few words about Anjum and the organization, and then we'll continue with other things. So please welcome Sanabai.
Assalamu alaikum. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm actually happy, and I think it's really fair that Fatima Bhabi is sitting here and Waqar Bhai is sitting over here at a different table, because they actually separated me from my wife this evening, and I don't know मैं कैसे जुदाई सह रहा हूँ, आप लोग को पता नहीं है इस वक्त, okay? So actually बड़ी interesting चीज़ है कि when we're thanking people that donate and give time and all that stuff, लेकिन बड़ी interesting चीज़ है कि जो the taker is the giver and the giver is the taker, actually. हम लोग जो होते हैं ना, जो कहते हैं कि हम हैंडीकैप की मदद कर रहे हैं या किसी वीक की मदद कर रहे हैं, कुछ कर रहे हैं, हम एक्चुअली अपनी मदद कर रहे होते हैं. I mean, the reality ये है कि if we just remove the fog, we will understand that this is all about us, right? और अल्लाह सुब्हानहू व तआला ने बड़ी, so I'll, and fundraising part will come a little bit later, but I'll give you one quick hadith. Do you guys know actually we recently कोई बड़ी रात गुजरी है, किसी को पता है? कौन सी रात थी? शब मेराज की रात थी, राइट? सो शब मेराज में हुआ क्या, आप लोग को पता ही है, सही है, पता ही है ना? हुज़ूर पाक सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम अपने बिस्तर से उठा कर गए थे जेरूसलम, एंड जेरूसलम फ़लस्तीन से ही वेंट टू द हेवंस, राइट? तो आपसे एक बात पूछता हूँ मैं कि फ़र्ज़ करें कि the president of the country, or let's just say our prime minister at this current moment in time, whatever your politics may be, the prime minister calls you, या तो आपको गिफ्ट भेज देते हैं वक़ार भाई, उनको इमरान खान says I'm going to send a gift to वक़ार अली खान, बड़ी बात है ना, आपको तोहफा आता है, right? But what if the prime minister sends you his private jet, picks you up at the airport, आपको luxurious से उसके मुहाफ़िज़ों के साथ, you go actually land in Islamabad, the limousine comes, takes you, picks you up right away as VIP, आपको custom की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी उस वक्त, right? And takes you directly to the Prime Minister's house. And then the Prime Minister actually greets you in person and gives you the same gift. Which is more valuable to you? Second one. आप लोग को पता है कि हम लोग को क्या गिफ्ट मिली थी इस मौके पे? सलाह. So सलाह, नमाज, ये गिफ्ट ऐसी है जो अल्लाह सुब्हानहू तआला ने वही करके नहीं दी. ये गिफ्ट ऐसी है जो अल्लाह सुब्हानहू तआला ने अपनी प्रेजेंस में ला के हुजूर पाक सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम को दी, हम लोगों के लिए. ताकि पता है क्या है? पता है क्या मिला हमको सलाह में? हमको ये मिला. इससे सेल फोन तो थे नहीं उस ज़माने में, बट सलाह is a direct communication that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said, मेरे बंदे तुम नमाज में खड़े हो जाओ. It's a direct communication. What a beautiful gift. But to give it in the way that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave it to us is amazing. और इस चीज़ को हमको पकड़ के रहना चाहिए. पता है क्यों? पता है क्यों? Very interesting चीज़. रसूल पाक सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम के अपने, when he was on his deathbed, जब आखिरी सांस निकल रही थी उनकी, पता है क्या होता है? उस मौके पे क्या होता है? Now, imagine a man whose entire life, essentially, right, especially after the age of 40, was dedicated, devoted to saving of humanity. सही है ना? If I tell you कि Steve Jobs ने आखिरी वक्त में अपने मरते हुए क्या कहा है, it would be something important, right? You might say, Steve Jobs मरते हुए क्या कहा उसने? सुनना चाहिए. But Steve Jobs is nothing. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam अपने deathbed पे, पता है आपको क्या कहा? Do you know? He calls Ali radhiyallahu anhu over. अपनी आखिरी सांस निकलने वाली है रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम की. And he says what? Do you know? He calls Ali and he says to Ali radhiyallahu anhu, protect, मेरी उम्मत को बता दो, protect two things. Protect two things. सारी हर चीज़ मिल मिला के जो चीज़ सिखाया है, हर चीज़ हुई है, जंगें हुई हैं, people have thrown trash on him and everything. दो चीज़ें बोली. It says protect the salah. और दूसरी चीज़ पता है क्या है? आखिरी वक्त है, आखिरी सांस, आखिरी लम्हा, इससे पहले कि वो कहते हैं उम्मती उम्मती उम्मती, he says protect the weak. Protect your salah and protect the weak. It's amazing. अगर हम reflect करें ना इस चीज़ पे, what does that mean? When I come back a little bit later, I don't want to prolong this one too much, but I'm giving you a little preview as to why we're actually here and what we're going to be doing. Why are we doing what we're doing? And I appreciate the fact that we have organizations like yourself, Anjum. And mashallah, the many organizations that we have in here. तो बोलते हैं कि सना आता है, सना mashallah. I mean, it's really honestly मुझको शर्म आती है इस बात पे कि नाम लिया जाए या accolades के, because it's not about me, or it's not about the accolades, right? For me, it's basically chance मिल रहा है मुझे ना, मुझे chance मिल रहा है. But thank you so much for everything that you're doing, and I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart कि आप जो काम कर रही हैं. Thank you very much. So.
Thank you, Sanabai, as always. Very inspirational speech. Inshallah, we'll hear more from him in a few minutes. So before I go on, funding's there too. But as you know, a project like that is never ending. Funding is never ending because she has more and more patients joining. There are a lot of patients who are on waiting list to be treated. And that's why we are all here. And I know that you guys are all getting tired of fundraisers months after months in this city, in America. A lot of people from Pakistan, a lot of athletes are coming, and they're doing a lot of good jobs over there, trying to raise funds. We have many organizations. They're doing a great job in Pakistan. And Anjum organization is one of the ones that's growing really fast. So Anjum, please come forward and talk about your organization, some messages you have from some dignitaries and all that. So please give her a big round of applause, Anjum.
Assalamu alaikum. First of all, I would like to thank you all for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here for this very noble cause that is so dear to my heart, and I hope and pray that it becomes close to your hearts and souls as well. Because I see the problem these people have day in and day out, and that motivates me to talk about it. And thanking Wakar Bhai, Fatma, Dr. Sana, Dr. Razak Dawood, Ali Sajjad Saab, Dr. Yasmin, Salma, Abida, lots of people. I mean, I feel so lucky that I've started this organization, and I got so much support, and people trust me so much, because one person cannot do it all. It has to be a teamwork. It has to be a support of generosity of our donors and time and efforts of our volunteers. So I'm lucky in this way that I started something, and I didn't even know what I was doing. I just wanted to do it. I lived in America for 34 years, as Wakar Bhai said, and had a very good life, alhamdulillah, just like all of you are, very glamorous, very party, very luxurious. But I used to go to Pakistan. I was one of those blessed people who could go to Pakistan, who could afford a ticket and go there. And when I used to go over there, I always used to think, कि हम तो वहाँ से निकल आए, but what about these people that we are left behind and opportunity-less? And that's majority of Pakistani people. They're still suffering. So I used to think about it, what can I do for them? How can I be a part of the solution? So I always used to promise myself and pray to Allah that I will do something full time. I'll dedicate my life once I'm done with my responsibilities in USA. Obviously, we all have to go to school, we have to earn, we have to have children, family. So when all of that was out of my way, I realized that there is a very limited needs we have, but greed, there's no end. So I said, okay, now I have enough money that my home, my expenses are taken care of thanks to Almighty Allah. I don't need to work for me. So now I want to work for the people of Allah. So that's where I decided that I'm going to go back to Pakistan and I'm going to do this. And alhamdulillah, Allah Ta'ala has helped me and all the support I got. Thank you so much again. When I went over there, believe me or not, I didn't know what to do. I just founded this organization called Helping Hearts, Caring Souls, and I went to Pakistan to see if I can start something over there. I was thinking about a school or maybe a battered women center or something. I had nothing to do with disability, never even realized how many problems these people with disabilities face in Pakistan especially. I went over there and I was looking for a project and somebody introduced me to this rehab center that was established back in 1986 by Dr. Farat Rahman. She was a pioneer in the field of disability, worked hard day and night, and she was very, very intelligent and a bright lady. But unfortunately in 2005 she died of cancer. After her death, this center, like in 3-4 years, was in shambles, and all the donors were gone. Nobody could manage it, and then it had to shut its door to the patients. 2015 and 16, when I went over there, I realized that she has done so much work. This lady has put her all life, almost 20 years, and this was in a bad shape. So I decided to revive it. So that's how I got into the world of disability. And as I started working with people with disabilities, I realized that they really are very deserving people. In America, there's a lot of organizations working in, a lot of different fields. They give food and there's education and their health. But very seldom do you hear an organization that is working on disability. It's a very technical field. A lot of time, I think we are not, the society is not so sensitized towards their need and towards their problem, right? Because we don't see disability unless we have a disability in the home, and that's where, like Wakar Bhai said, that I had also broke my ankle one time, and that's where I realized how hard it is to become a disabled person. But anyways, nobody really, even from their own home in Pakistan, I see that they are discriminated against. They're very left. Nobody bothers to include them in any activities. Accessibility is an issue in Pakistan, especially. Opportunities, there's no education opportunity, especially when you're poor. Now Muniba Mazari has everything she could want, right? Because she's a motivational speaker, she's on a wheelchair, but she has a lot of opportunity. But I'm talking about the people who are really in a very, very far-flung areas and from a very humble background, poor people. So they don't get married, of course. There's a lot of issues. So when I came across this center, I started reviving it, and I realized that this is how noble work this is, and my motivation comes from working. And why I left America? I could have raised money here and said it, but I wanted to make sure that the money I raise here goes to the right hand. I feel very accountable for every penny that you guys give me, because even if you are not seeing what's going on over there, Allah is seeing what Anjum is doing. I am very accountable to him and then to all my donors. For every single penny I raise here, I want to make sure that the money goes to the right people, to the deserving. So that's why I moved. So today I'm going to share a small story about a girl. Her name is Gulshan. She's from Waziristan, North Waziristan. So I want you to imagine as I talk about Gulshan. Gulshan was a beautiful young 14 years old girl, one day roaming around in the hills of Waziristan, and all of a sudden a landmine exploded, and unconscious she fell a few feet apart from where she was. She was brought to hospital where she got her emergency treatment and got amputation. Her right leg got amputated. So Gulshan, I think I have a video of Gulshan over there if you can find it. It should be there.
The same one?
Yeah, no, Gulshan. It should say Gulshan. If you can play that. So Gulshan stayed home for 14 long years, battling with her disabilities. She was depressed and suicidal, didn't know what to do. Yeah, that's it. So this is after we helped her. But I'm giving you a story of Gulshan when she was having this disability. She didn't want to talk to anybody, she didn't want to socialize, she was suicidal, and she did commit suicide a couple of times. 14 long years she stayed in a room in the darkness with no hope and no life. Until one day somebody told her family that there's a rehab center in Peshawar where she could be getting some skills and psychotherapy and all, and she could be brought back to life. So lucky me that she contacted us, and then they talked to me like, this girl needs help. So we said, just come on over. She came and we started with the psychotherapy because she was very, very depressed. So we started with the therapy sessions and counseling and all, and slowly but surely she started getting back to life. So now you can see her activities. Not only has she learned how to sew and embroidery, but she had interest in sports. So now she is doing powerlifting, and she wins gold medal every year in powerlifting and national games. She also plays table tennis, and she wins prizes, gold medals and bronze medals and whatnot. She goes all over Pakistan and she participated in national games. So this is Gulshan, the same Gulshan that was suicidal. So this is what we do. We actually give them hope, and we give them desire to live and to do better. So Gulshan is a prime example. Now she is a role model for women with disabilities all over Pakistan. So basically, I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time telling you exactly the services we do, because we will play a video that will explain everything we do. But I don't know how to deliver good speeches like Dr. Khan. But I mean, this is just whatever comes, that comes from my heart, and I hope it touches your heart. वो कहते हैं ना, दिल से जो बात निकलती है असर रखती है, दिल से जो बात निकलती है असर रखती है, पर नहीं ताकते परवाज मगर रखती है. तो आई होप मैं चाहती हूँ कि आज ये मेरे दिल की जो आवाज़ है, जो मैंने आपसे छोटी सी गुलशन की स्टोरी शेयर की, अपना एक पैशन शेयर किया. दिस इज़ नॉट अ प्रोफेशन फॉर मी. आई डोंट चार्ज एनीथिंग फ्रॉम दिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. और अल्लाह से दुआ यही है कि जिस दिन अल्लाह ताला ने मुझे फाइनेंशियली प्रॉब्लम में डाला, शायद फिर मैं ये काम करूँगी नहीं, क्योंकि मैं समझती हूँ कि जब आप पैसे लेते हैं किसी चीज़ के लिए, तो देन इट बिकम्स इट्स अ डिफरेंट. वो फिर आप पैसे के लिए करते हैं, आप उस पैशन के साथ नहीं करते हो. जो काम दिल से किया जाता है और पैशन से किया जाता है, उसका आउटकम भी डिफरेंट होता है. बट विद दैट, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर बीइंग हियर विद अस टुडे. आपकी जो इतनी भी डोनेशन आज आप लोग देंगे, इट्स नॉट, वी ऑल आर जो भी सारे हमारे ऑफिसर्स हैं, वी आर ऑल वॉलंटियर्स. नोबडी गेट्स एनीथिंग. आवर एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव कॉस्ट आर वेरी लो, क्योंकि हम लोग कुछ लेते नहीं हैं. सारा पैसा पाकिस्तान जाता है और उस हॉस्पिटल में जो है मरीजों पे लगता है, या जो ऑब्वियसली वहाँ पे स्टाफ है, फिजियोथेरेपी, एंड दे ऑल गेट पेड, बिकॉज नोबडी वुड वर्क 6 days a week without pay. लेकिन जो बाकी हमारा एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव कॉस्ट है, दैट इज वेरी वेरी मिनिमल, बिकॉज नोबडी गेट्स पेड ओवर हियर, इंक्लूडिंग माय सेल्फ. सो विद दैट, Thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate you all, and I hope this will be the cause that you will be supporting for the rest of your lives. Thank you.
मैं ये पूछना चाह रही थी आपसे कि जो हैंडीकैप किड्स हैं इनकी एजुकेशन के लिए कुछ हो रहा है?
Education, yes, we have an inclusive school जिसमें अभी इस वक्त 200 चिल्ड्रन है, हमने 2019 में खोला है. So there is inclusive है जो UN का बड़ा नया कॉन्सेप्ट है. What it does is पहले होता था ना special schools, special people, special whatever. Now UN is promoting the idea of inclusion. उसका मतलब ये है कि बचपन से अगर बच्चे inclusive environment में पढ़ते हैं तो they become regular children become sensitized to the needs of disabled children. तो अब let's say कि एक मेरा दोस्त है और वो व्हील चेयर पे है, राइट? तो सबसे पहले तो ये मेंटालिटी है कि आप व्हील चेयर देखते हैं तो आप कहते हैं देयर इज समथिंग रॉन्ग विद दिस पर्सन, राइट? मैं व्हील चेयर पे नहीं हूँ ना, ज़्यादातर लोग नहीं है. एक बंदा व्हील चेयर पे तो ऑटोमेटिकली मेंटली हम उनको डिस्कार्ड कर देते हैं कि दे आर नॉट अमंग अस. सो दिस इज द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ इंक्लूजन वेयर दे नीड टू बी ब्रॉट बैक टू ऑल द एक्टिविटीज दैट वी आर डूइंग. तो बच्चा, एक छोटा बच्चा, 2 बच्चे हैं, दोस्त हैं, एक व्हील चेयर पे एक नहीं है. अब ये दोनों बच्चे बड़े हो गए हैं. जो नॉन व्हील चेयर बच्चा है, कल को अगर वो किसी भी सीट पे बैठ के पॉलिसी बना रहा है तो ही इज डेफिनेटली गोना थिंक अबाउट दैट चाइल्ड जो कि उसका बचपन का दोस्त था, लेकिन वो व्हील चेयर पर था. और व्हील चेयर के जो इश्यूज थे या उस बच्चे के जो प्रॉब्लम्स थे वो अपने दिल में ज़रूर सोचेगा कि ये जो है, आज मैं ये पॉलिसी बना रहा हूँ तो मैं इन लोगों को भी इंक्लूड करूँ. सो दिस इज द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ इंक्लूजन दैट वी हैव एन इंक्लूसिव स्कूल.
What level of education you are giving?
Right now ours is up to 6th grade. और अभी इसको हम मैट्रिक तक है, बच्चे प्रोग्रेस करते जाएंगे, आगे ले जाते जाएंगे.
मतलब किस ग्रेड तक आप दे रही हैं?
6
अभी 6th ग्रेड तक जाएंगे और 10th तक एज वी दे प्रोग्रेस ज़ाहिर हर साल हम बढ़ाएंगे.
और दूसरा ये पूछ रही थी, ये जो हैंडीकैप किड्स हैं इनके लिए मतलब जो फैसिलिटीज आपके पास हैं उनको किस तरह से वो मतलब डू दे हैव क्लासेस टू डू दिस थिंग्स? क्योंकि मैं देख रही थी कि लोग बच्चे जो हैं बड़ी अच्छी वो कर रहे हैं ड्राइंग. आई मीन इमरान खान की पिक्चर बनाई थी, आपकी पिक्चर बनाई है, तो डू यू गाइस टीच देम और दे जस्ट देयर?
नहीं, ये एक लड़का है अजीम, वो जो आप देख रहे हैं स्केचिंग कर रहा है. ही वाज बोर्न लिम्बलेस, नो हैंड्स नो फीट, सिर्फ उसका धड़ है और छोटे छोटे ये बस उसके छोटे लिम्स हैं, हैंड्स नहीं है. वो कहता है बच्चा कि मुझे, बच्चा नहीं है, ग्रोन अप मैन, 22-23-25 साल का है. वो कहता है मुझे किसी डिसेबिलिटी डे पे मिला था, वो कहता है मैम मुझे भीख नहीं मांगनी, आई डोंट वांट टू बैग, मेरे माँ बाप है और मैं उनका बड़ा बेटा हूँ, आई वांट टू सपोर्ट माई सेल्फ एंड आई वांट टू सपोर्ट देम. तो उसकी स्केचेस मैं लेके आई थी, वो डालस में बिक गई, बची नहीं. मेरा ख्याल था अगर बचेगी तो मैं यहाँ भी ले आऊँगी. तो वो हमने ऑप्शन की थी. लुक एट हिम द वे ही इज डूइंग. वो मुंह में पकड़ता है ब्रश और पेंटिंग्स करता है और मैंने उसको प्रॉमिस करके आई हूँ कि आई विल प्रमोट योर वर्क. सो मे बी नेक्स्ट टाइम आई विल ब्रिंग हिम ओवर अलॉन्ग विद हिज वर्क एंड विल डू हिज एग्जीबिशन. क्योंकि हमारा गोल, हमारे इदारे का ये है टू मेक सच पीपल प्रोडक्टिव. देखो ना, भीख देना तो बहुत आसान काम है ना, चलो जी भीख लो अपने घर बैठो. नो, टू मेक देम प्रोडक्टिव. सो दिस इज द गोल. जो मुझे अपने इदारे की खास बात ये लगती है कि हम इनको स्किल्स देते हैं, टूल्स देते हैं सो दे कैन बी प्रोडक्टिव.
आप लोगों को पता है ना कि हमारा एक इवेंट आज होने वाला था जिसमें अंजुम फैसल जावेद साहब को भी ला रही थी. वो काइंड ऑफ कंबाइन हो रहा था पाकिस्तान डे एंड बिकॉज ही इज़ अ पॉलिटिकल फिगर, तो हमने कहा चलो पाकिस्तान डे भी उनके ऑनर में सेलिब्रेट कर लेते हैं. तो उनका ज़रा आना भी मुश्किल हो गया था और कम्युनिटी में कुछ डेथ भी हो गई थी, तो हमने फिर पाकिस्तान डे को पोस्टपोन कर दिया until next year. Inshallah we'll be doing the 14 August a mega event on August 13. But Faisal Javed has sent us a special message for all of you to support this organization, and we will be doing a formal fundraiser, but don't wait for that. We have pledge forms on the table. Please feel free to fill them out. You know, open your hearts, open your wallets, open your checkbooks. This is a really good cause, and Ramadan is coming, so you know you can be, I mean, you never shortfall in Ramadan. You know, Allah gives you more, and you open your heart. So please be generous today. Let's hear from Mr. Javed for today.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम, खुश आमदीद. सबसे पहले तो मैं आपसे माज़रत चाहूँगा क्योंकि मुझे वहाँ आना था, लेकिन पाकिस्तान में कुछ ऐसे हालात और कुछ ऐसी मसरूफियात हैं जिनके बायस बिल्कुल आखिर में कैंसिल करना पड़ा ये ट्रिप, जिसके लिए मैं बहुत बहुत माज़रत चाहता हूँ. लेकिन आपसे एक अपील है, क्योंकि पेशावर जाने का इत्तेफाक हुआ, इनके हेल्पिंग हार्ट्स केयरिंग सोल्स के रिहैब सेंटर वहाँ पर गया, लोगों से मुलाकात हुई और क्या कमाल काम कर रहे हैं ये माशाल्लाह। जिस अंदाज में ये इंसानियत की खिदमत कर रहे हैं, अल्लाह ताला से दुआ है कि इन्हें भरपूर अजर दे और हम सब ने मिल के इस अजीम मकसद अजीम काम का हिस्सा बनना है और अपनी तरफ से बढ़ चढ़ कर हमने कंट्रीब्यूट करना है। तो आप सबसे अपील है कि मैक्सिमम जितना हो सके आप कंट्रीब्यूट करें और इस अजीम मकसद का, इस अजीम मिशन का, एक अजीम कॉज का आप हिस्सा बने और अल्लाह ताला आपको अजर भी देगा और इंसानियत की खिदमत ये कर रहे हैं सही मानों में। तो आपने अपनी तरफ से मैक्सिमम जितना हो सके आप अपना हिस्सा डालें। अल्लाह हम सबका आपका हामी नासिर हो। अपना बहुत ख्याल रखिएगा। इंशाल्लाह आपसे जल्द मुलाकात भी होगी। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया।
So inshallah, hopefully someday soon he will join us here. So before any delay, I like to invite the personality you've been waiting for. Ejaz Aslam is a renowned Pakistani TV artist, celebrity, actor, model. He's been in the industry, I don't know how many years. Ejaz bhai, I did not Google you today because of my health, but I know that you don't look a day older than you started a few years ago. We see many dramas on JioHum and all that, all these new kids coming, Junaid Khan, Firoz Khan, who knows how many Khans. But there are few actors, they leave a mark on you, and Ejaz Aslam is one of them. He's played all kinds of roles. I think he has played romantic roles, villain, comedian. We just saw today Dolly Darling. Amazing. You know, I mean, you can't be having so many talents in one body. But he is the one. He kept the industry, the audience, entertained for many, many years. And inshallah, we hope he continues to do that. Please give him a warm welcome, Ejaz Aslam from Pakistan.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Thank you for your kind words. पहले बड़े अरसे के बाद मैं आया हूँ और मुझे बहुत पसंद है एलए। एक बड़ी अच्छी वाइब आती है, एक बड़ी क्लासी सी फील आती है। मैं खुद आई एम रेजिडेंट ऑफ न्यूयॉर्क। मैं वहाँ अभी मैं कोई 2 महीने से आया हूँ। कल हमने फंडरेजर किया डेविस में अंजुम साहिबा के साथ और बहुत कम वक्त में और बहुत अच्छा वहाँ पर हमने डोनेशन जो है वो कलेक्ट किया। सो एलिस में मैं एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा हूँ कि हम मेरे ख्याल में उससे ज़्यादा डबल फिगर्स में जाएंगे जिस तरह यहाँ पर लोग मैं देख रहा हूँ। कल भी हमारे पास क्राउड थोड़ा सा कम था बट डोनेशन बहुत अच्छी हमारे पास आई थी। सिर्फ ज़्यादा वक्त नहीं लूँगा। मैंने कल की डॉक्यूमेंट्री देखी थी और बहुत मोटिवेशनल इसमें बात या जब आप देखेंगे आपको पता लगेगा। कुछ बच्चे आएंगे वो ये कहेंगे कि आप लोग इसी तरह सपोर्ट करते रहें तो हम अपनी तालीम मुकम्मल कर लेंगे। और ये बहुत मुझे दिल को लगी बात कि वो एक होप है उनकी और जो अंजुम काम कर रही हैं कोई ना कोई एक ज़रिया बनता है हमें कनेक्ट करने के लिए। हम सब दिल से चाहते हैं जो आप लोग यहाँ बैठे हैं आप इसी मकसद से यहाँ आए कि डोनेशंस देंगे और इस जो नेक काम हो रहा है, अच्छा काम हो रहा है, ये आगे चलता रहेगा और आपकी नेकी मल्टीप्लाई होती रहेगी। हम सब इसी माइंडसेट से यहाँ पर आए हैं ना। तो हम सब अल्लाह चुनता है ये सब लोगों को, आप लोगों को चुना है अल्लाह ने और एक इंसान कोई ज़रिया बनता है तो अंजुम वो ज़रिया बनी और सब आप लोग मिलकर ये एक बड़ा पूल बनेगा जो एक नेकी बहुत बड़ी नेकी होगी जो मल्टीप्लाई होगी। डॉक्टर सलाम, Allah has not only given you a very kind heart but a beautiful smile also। मैंने कहा ये आपको आपके चेहरे से जो है ना देख के एक बड़ा प्लेजेंट फील आती है एंड आई एम वेरी प्राउड ऑफ यू सर कि आप पाकिस्तान जो है उसका नाम रोशन करते हैं, पाकिस्तानी यहाँ आके। तो बड़ी खुशी होती है जब मैं आप लोगों से मिलता हूँ। सो दिस इज़ द मोमेंट आई थिंक हमें जिस मकसद के लिए हम आए हैं ये डॉक्यूमेंट्री आप देखेंगे उस ज़रा गौर से सुनिएगा और आपको बड़ी खुशी होगी और बच्चे जो दिल से बात कर रहे हैं इसके अंदर और जो इसमें बड़ी मोटिवेशनल सी एक दो स्टोरीज हैं लोगों की। एक वो जो बच्ची है जिसके जब पैदा हुई उसके हाथ और पाँव में बस इतना सा उसकी बॉडी है, और वो कितना अल्लाह का शुक्र अदा कर रही है उस हाल में भी। वो बस यही कह रही है अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। सो इतनी मोटिवेशनल ये चीज़ें। और ये आप कोई एक जब ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एक सेटअप होता है ऑर्गेनाइज किस्म का, तभी ये सब लोग वहाँ पर जमा होकर, और नॉट ओनली दिस, जब डिसेबल होता है इंसान तो पाकिस्तान में बड़ी मुश्किलें होती हैं उसके लिए। सोशली एक्सेप्टेंस ये एक बहुत बड़ा इशू होता है। फिर उसके बाद वो बड़े डिप्रेस होता है जो इंसान डिसेबल होता है, वो अपने अराउंड सब एक्टिविटी देख रहा होता है। तो इन लोगों का काम सिर्फ ये नहीं है कि उन लोगों को शेल्टर देना, बल्कि उनको मोटिवेट करना, उनको स्किलफुल बनाना, ताकि वो अपने लिए अपनी फैमिली के लिए काम कर सकें, अपने आप को बिज़ी रख सकें, उस डिप्रेशन में ना जाएं जो उनको ये फील हो कि वो हम किसी से कम हैं। सो ये एक बहुत बड़ा काम है। सो आज कीप योर हार्ट्स ओपन, वॉलेट्स ओपन, एंड डोनेट जेनरसली। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
सफीर पाकिस्तान, आपके जज्बों का तर्जुमान। वतन से दूर, वतन की आवाज और आपकी पहचान। सफीर पाकिस्तान, सबसे पहले और सबसे आगे।
Safir Pakistan actively works to strengthen the bond between Pakistani Americans across the nation.
Thank you, Safir Pakistan, for continuing to put together positive image of Pakistan.
अमरीकी सियासत में अहम किरदार, 25 साल नशरियात का लगातार मुसलसल अवामी प्लेटफॉर्म, सफीर पाकिस्तान।
I really appreciate Waqar Ali Khan, who carries this process very well indeed.
पल पल की खबरें और कम्युनिटी राब्तों के साथ लगातार उभरते हुए और कामयाब व कामरान लोगों की दास्तान आप तक पहुंचाने में सबसे पहले सबसे आगे।
Putting up a great program, running an excellent platform for bringing like minds together.
Congratulations for putting a great program together, and thank you for connecting so many Pakistanis from all over America to each other.
To get everybody together as a community, we have seen that he works really hard. And I'm so happy that you chose to start this program of honoring high achievers of our community.
हर जगह, हर पल आपका अपना सफीर पाकिस्तान नजर आता है।